If you're like millions of Americans, the new year may ring in a new pressure to lower your weight or dress size. But family physicians are encouraging people to take a more holistic approach to health rather than only focusing on weight loss. Let's welcome Dr. Latasha Perkins. She's a family physician at MedStar Georgetown University Hospital in Washington, D.C. Dr. Perkins, I understand you want to challenge us to focus on health and ditch our scale-centered culture. So let's get right into it. For so long, New Year, New You has been associated with weight loss. But is a number on a scale really the best indicator of health?
It's not. It's a part of the journey. It's a part of how you're doing because sometimes weight can let us know that there's something underlying going on that we need to pay attention to. So we can't ignore weight, but it is not the only indicator for how healthy you are. Can you climb a flight of stairs without getting short of breath? Do you sleep during the night? Throughout the whole night, are you hydrating well? These are other things we should be thinking about when we wonder how healthy we are.
Those are good ways to measure that. And I mean, in the realm of weight loss, newer class of drugs like Wegovy and Ozempic have been at the center of diet trends recently. How are you and other family physicians advising patients when it comes to these?
Weight loss drugs are not without risk, so it's important to have a doctor supervising and managing your use of these medications, and also to make sure that you're on the weight loss medication that's appropriate for you and appropriate for your medical history. You may not need to be focusing on weight loss. You might need to be focusing on your blood pressure, for instance, which can also fluctuate your weight. And as a family physician, we can help you manage that. And so it's important to know where you are and what you need as an individual and not just go off the trends, but make sure you have a relationship with your doctor.
And to that point, if people are interested in prioritizing getting healthier as part of their New Year plan, what's the best way for them to go about setting those goals?
Do that preventive visit, get that physical exam, and know your numbers based on your age and your gender. You need to find out what screenings are necessary for you based on who you are. And so, in doing that, you get a holistic approach of who you are, what you need. You want to go in with those numbers. Also, think about how you feel when you wake up in the morning. Do I feel energized? Is there something I want to change as far as my skin or my waist, how I fit into my jeans? These are things you bring into your doctor, and as a team, we can figure out what to prioritize based on your medical history, the lab work we've done, and what screenings are necessary for you to stay healthy.
You mentioned to know your numbers. Why is it so important for individuals to keep up to date on their health screenings, and which one should be our top priority?
It's so important because if there's something that's abnormal, that's acutely an issue, we can address that right away and fix it to get you on your journey to being healthy. Again, based on your gender and age, there may be certain things you need to do. For instance, a 40-year-old woman should know if what their cholesterol number is and also start getting their mammograms every 2 years until the age of 50. And so having that relationship with your doctor will help you figure that out, can help you figure out what positive behavioral changes you can make. And these can be small changes to get you right on your journey, and to also figure out what vaccines or screenings that you need. It's not something that you have to memorize yourself. That's what we're here for, to help you figure those things out.
There we go. We need that extra help. And I understand that your work has a focus on young adult health, including college students and reducing health disparities amongst Black and Brown patients. Can you talk about how these groups in
Mhm.
particular can benefit from working with a family physician?
Absolutely. I love an adolescent or an emerging adult. It's a place where you can start making changes for yourself and making choices for yourself at that age. And so, going into your doctor, even though you feel healthy, you may like your weight, knowing when you should start getting your screenings and what choices you can make right away. For our African American and Black populations, we also have social determinants of health that we should consider: stress levels, community connection, economics, education. These are things that can cause stressors, which can also elevate your blood pressure or elevate your cholesterol. So knowing where you are, where you live, and what your family history is so important to help gain that trust so that we can come into the medical community knowing that you are a part of the team too. So I love working with these. I love working with everyone, but those populations in particular, because they generally don't like coming to the doctor, and I want to change that narrative.
Well, I appreciate you for wanting to change that narrative. I think it's needed, and I think it's important that people do check in with their family physicians. Doctor, thank you so much. You can find out more by going to familydoctor.org.